Hey everybody, it's Ozone. Welcome back to my little corner of the world here in the Residence Archive, a vintage story. Now in the last episode, I made some discoveries about the Residence Archive, did quite a bit of exploring, and tried to finish it, but realized that I wasn't going to be able to. And so, at the end of the last episode, I made my way into the Bell workshop and decided it was a little bit too rich for my blood at that moment. And after thinking about it for a little while, I didn't come up with any better plan. It seems clear to me that this is the way that the game is leading me, and this is the way that I must go. So I've just got to suck it up, get in there, do the battle, and move forward. And I've given it a pretty good amount of thought in terms of how I'm going to manage to do that, because light is a big problem. You know, you guys can't see what I'm doing. I can't see what I'm doing. And, well, not if I'm holding a shield anyway. And I think that's pretty important, you know? First of all, I think a shield is pretty important, and second of all, I think light is going to be really, really important. So my idea is to run around, throw some torches, and try to kind of light the place up. The bell's going to be going off, and then I'm going to have to deal with a bunch of bad guys. But, you know, if we can get some light down, that would be really good. This whole thing about not being able to place blocks is super annoying. But we're here. And again, I'm nervous. You know, I don't know. I'm just kind of anti-confrontational at times and rather conservative in my gameplay approach at times. And this is one of those times. But again, there's nothing left to do except just suck it up and do it. So wish me luck. Okay, well that did pretty good. And the bell didn't go off. I don't think I'll be able to get too close. The bell is definitely sound sensitive. Oh wait, the bell was right here. So where is the bell? There it is. It's further back. Very interesting. It hears me. I guess let's go. Darn it, I'm picking up the torches. That's what I was really hoping to not do. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Wow. It moves around in ways that I didn't expect. There it is. All right, well, let's go. Oh, I forgot my shield. I'm doing great. Oh my, you came out of nowhere. I can't tell how many hit points it has, but so far, okay. I want my shield. I kind of forgot my shield, and that's not very good. Okay. The lights that I've dropped seem to have worked pretty well, at least for this part. Alright, let's go. Dang, these things have a ton of hit points. But I did it! Oh, we got company. Shield's not doing very much, honestly, but the armor is. And we're doing all right. Whew. All right. Nothing else around? Nothing else around. Nice. That bell had a lot of hit points. Looks like there's some things on the ground here. So it looks like we've got, and I think I picked some things up too. All right, we need some light. Let's just get rid of you. Is that the only one? I think that's the only one. Alright, well that wasn't quite as bad as I feared. Oh, but yeah. Well, there's the bronze locust, and there's the dead bell. So we got some bell making parts here, but nothing that we can really collect, it seems. Some more gears. I would like that treasure chest, but oh well. Well, what is that? Iron plates? Can we pick those up? We can. Well, that's going to fill up a lot of junk in my inventory, but that's pretty rich. All right, well, throwing the torches around worked out pretty decently, honestly. But let's see what we got as we move further back. Hopefully, no more bells. Got some kind of furnace thing here. That's kind of neat. I mean, makes sense if they're casting bells. I don't know where I might find these parts that I think should be in here, but so far, I'm not seeing anything. You know, gamer instinct tells me it's all the way in back, of course. Well, there they are. I expected this to be some kind of trap, but okay. A large temporal gear. Important part secured, and a scroll. Now I want to go ahead and read this right now, because I do kind of expect that it's going to tell us something about how to find the rest of what we need. This pump head. An inconvenience, part 1. Apologies, Florian. We've been dealing with a shortage of supplies regarding the generator. I mentioned already that broken pump. We've also found an issue with one of the gears just this morning. Naturally, I've repaired the gear already, and need only to reinsert it now. But there might be some delay before we can requisition a new pump. I shall ask Wade and his team if I might repurpose one of the devices from the mines, but I suspect he will be loath to part with it. In the meantime, there will be some disruption in the mechanism running these archives. I know the scribes find it unpleasant, but you'll have to enter the library through the maintenance room for now. Don't worry, he won't bother you. He? Don't worry, he won't bother you? Well, you'll have to enter the library through the maintenance room for now. What maintenance room? Ibrahim. Okay. So, yeah, we've got the large gear, but we don't have the pump, and the pump seems to be somewhere else. But where? Another Jonas part. Do I even have room? Yes, I do. Okay, but that is all the room that I have. And what is this part down here? I don't know. I don't know why this is sloped this way. It seems very strange indeed. Well, it seems like we can go install the big temporal gear, and it seems like that will open up something new. The maintenance area, maybe, that they mentioned? Only one way to find out, I suppose. Yeah, sometimes I can be a little bit of a fraidy cat, you know? It really wasn't that bad of a fight. But at the same time, I don't know. I like to fight with overwhelming odds in my favor. You know what I mean? Alright, engineering room, here we are. And large gear. There we go. What does that do now? It doesn't make this other gear turn, which I kind of suspected. Can I interact with those? No, it doesn't seem like it. Is that maybe the maintenance? I don't know where the maintenance area is. Oh, that's clever. I never noticed that. Okay, well, now let's try to figure out if we can get to somewhere new. And I don't expect that the library will be open, but I don't really see. So, alright, we'll have to go upstairs and check the library. As expected, the library is not open. All of the other doors on this level and the lower level are already open, except for the library, and so that really only leaves the door to the temporal something or other on the 3rd floor. So, time for a swim. Let's go check out the 3rd floor. Oh, and while I'm here, somebody had said that those hives should be breakable with a pickaxe. And I definitely want to try to do that. Although I will admit, I don't expect that I can do it in here because of the protection that exists. But it's absolutely worth trying. And it kind of looks like it's working. No, cannot build or destroy here. It's claimed by a higher power. So no, it is not working. So every time we come in here, we got to deal with some locusts. Uh-huh. Look at that. It looks like that door is now opened. Well, it's very clear that this part of the game, at least, is meant to have a very linear progression. And this is where I meant to go next. And the whole thing about he won't bother you, I find to be a little concerning. I mean, it does look like a maintenance area. I don't... Oh, wow. Repaired static translocator, ruined static translocator, and ruined static translocator. Static translocator? really don't want to mess with that. What are we supposed to do in here? It kind of seems like we're supposed to do something with that, but I'm going to keep looking. Right. I forgot. The bridge is out. There really isn't anywhere else for me to go. Alright, one quick trip to the surface later, and I am back inside the storage room. The game seems to be directing me into this thing, and like I said, I'm concerned about it. This seems like it's probably a somewhat one-way trip. I mean, it can't be truly a one-way trip, but I have a feeling that wherever we go, we're going to have a bit of a difficulty getting back. So, I'm going to swap to my shield and I guess just go for it, huh? Alright, well, let's go. Okay. Where are we? I have no clue, but it does seem like we're going to get company. Yep, we certainly did. And there's another one. They keep hitting me. Uh-oh. Ah! I almost teleported. Because I picked up the torch. Well, it does seem like we can get back here if we want. But I really... Do we have torch holders on the wall? We do. That's beautiful. I'm so glad to find an area with torch holders, though. That's really great. Presumably, we have to try to repair these translocators at some point and somehow. Oh, we're in the mines. We are in the mines. And where do we need to go from here? That is a darn good question indeed. Oh, it's one of these things. These are the things that really, really hurt me. And I'm kind of stuck. Okay. Whew. Wow. Okay. So we've got some coal, because obviously they need a lot of coal. And there's a lot of coal there. But for now, we've got to keep an ear out for those buzzsaw things. And we're after this pump head. I mean, we have to take it from the machinery in the mines, they said. But now we got to find that machinery. Oh, I can't see anything. They're not bad. There's just a lot of them. And the lack of light is sure an issue. Alright, what do we got? We got some iron ore back here, and looks like it could maybe go up, but I'm not too worried about that. Something tells me that we're going to have to go down. Seriously? Ah! Oh my, there's a lot of them. Let's get out of here. Try to put some distance between them. Wow, where did they come from? They were coming from this area. But there's some up there, yeah. Wow. That's one of the bad ones. That is one of the bad ones. Okay. Ooh. Why? Oh, they're all up. There's a whole nother level. There we go. Ooh. That looks like a piece of machinery. And maybe the pump head is here? What is that? What is that? What is that? A pump head! A pump head! Okay. Looks like I was wrong. We had to go up instead of down. And we just got to get back. Hopefully this takes us back. It did indeed. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Okay. All right. Let's see. What was this? This was level 3. Okay. So now we got to go for a swim and go back to engineering. Back into engineering with the pump. Oh, it's so loud here. Okay, pump head on... Was it this one? Yeah, that one. Missing the pump head. Okay, what are we doing? What happened now? I guess these big middle gears aren't spinning, but I think now the two interior gears are spinning. But oh my, it's so loud. So what do we have open now? And really the only thing left is the library as far as I can tell, so let's go see if we can do that. The library is open. The library is open. Now, what do you bet? This isn't just a quiet little library where we can find some books and read in peace and quiet. What do you bet? It's awfully dark in here for being a library, honestly. And... whoa. We gotta go down there somehow. That looks like a one-way trip. And I don't like that. But this is all at least 2 blocks tall, and I don't think we're getting over this. I'm trying to do like a sprint jump, and it's just not possible, I think. I'm not the best parkour person in the world, for sure. But I don't see me making that. Oh, man. I think I called it. It's not just a library that's good for reading, is it? No! Of course it's not. Okay, well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a backup. And if it doesn't work out, I'm going to restore from that backup because I don't see what else there is to do. I don't like this avenue, and it feels wrong, you know? Falling down into a hole, knowing that I can't get out, feels kind of wrong. But at the moment, I don't know what else there is to do. So I think with a backup, I think I'm willing to YOLO it. So I'll be right back. All right, one backup later. I guess it's time to take a jump, huh? And we got teleporters. Maybe it's not, but it feels wrong, and I don't like the idea, and I don't want to do it. But I guess we're doing it. This looks like it might also be part of the mines. The maintenance room. I mean, this is supposed to be the library. Oh my god. Oh, this is the boss fight, clearly. I don't have my good bandages with me, so this is great. Absolutely great. Let's get in here. Oh, I picked up my torch because I want light. So let's throw some torches around. Except I just picked up all my torches, it looks like. Alright, well that was maybe not such a good idea. But this seemed to have worked pretty well. Except now I don't have any light. Alright. I want my spears. Gotta watch the old health. Wow, those spears are very inaccurate. Let me get some hot healing. And that's all the healing I've got. Alright, well, trying to be careful. I don't know, I think we just gotta YOLO it. These rocks are hurting. I'm not using my shield, and I don't think it's going to help a ton. That must be who they said he was. Oh boy. Oh, that's... heal. Time to heal. Okay. It seems like, he seems like he's trapped under the boulder. That's good. Oh boy. Now I'm going into the linen bandages. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And he's getting me too. But I think I got it with all the bandages that if I can just stay on top of the healing. I want to throw some light down for you guys. I wish I had my good bandages for this. Seems like he can get me kind of regardless of where he's at. Oh, now we got some helpers. Maybe I don't have enough bandages. Okay. Let's get some bandages. And then I got more of these guys. Man, he's just pummeling me the whole time while I'm getting harassed by these guys. Okay. There's more. I think I just need to go get him. Oh wow, that's quite a thing. No, there's a lot of them. And I'm running out of bandages already. Okay. Come on. Let's get him. I've lost my... Alright, I've lost my thing. I've lost my sword. I don't know what happened to my sword. And this is a problem. Wow, this music is so loud. Alright. I'm just going full bore. I'm just tanking it. Oh my, that hurt. I'm just tanking it because we're out of bandages. Oh. I think we're there. I mean, he's dead. Oh, I just got to kill all these guys. They're such a pain. There's so many of them. Wow. Oh my goodness. What did he drop? He dropped something really important, it would seem. He dropped... No. Just a temporal gear? I don't know. Man, Oh, that's what's on the other side of the maintenance room. This guy. And this is the big fight, apparently. That is all the bandages that I have. And now how do we get out of here? And what is there in here that he's guarding? Because he's definitely, absolutely guarding something in here, right? Oh, that door. Oh, wait. It's another boiler. Okay. Let's go. Oh, this is the gasifier. This is the gasifier that Eustace was talking about. What does it do? I don't know. Can we get out there? Oh, this is the library. That's why they said you'll have to get to the library through the maintenance area. Okay. And then where does this go? Huh. Just a whole bunch of tunnels that don't seem to go anywhere. But the library is absolutely what I wanted to get to. This is beautiful. The question, as always, is what can I do? Oh, I took some kind of book. Okay, so that seemed to be kind of glowing. I'm just kind of spam clicking all the bookshelves in the library here. There. See that one that's glowing? That's one that we can take. All right, now I know what to look for. Wow. So much detailed. So much detail. It's really cool. I wish I could turn this into my base. But then that means we'd have to be able to build and change it in some way, you know, because we don't want to... Oh, what was that? Zoolite? What in the world is Zoolite? I have... What is that? Multi-tool. I guess I can take things out of these broken things. Sabertooth. Oh, these are like artifacts that they're storing in here, and we can take the ones that have the glass broken. The question is, how do I get out of here? An hourglass? A strange device prototype. Oh, I'm all full up already. And I'll have to come back for the other artifacts. Oh man, this was only just one small wing of the library too. Yeah, there's a treasure trove in here for sure. And there's another floor. It keeps going up. Task number 1 then is finding how do we get back. Because remember, I fell into a hole. There's even more lore books. They are everywhere, which is exactly what I wanted, but I also want to be able to take them with me. What is that? The library resonator. Oh, it's one of these things. I've definitely been wanting one of these things, these resonators. We should be able to try to get one somehow, I would say. Maybe we need to interact with this resonator somehow. So what does this do? Library resonator. Search for a recent recording. You hear the soft whirring of small machinery. Then from deep within the resonator, you hear an echo growing louder and louder and clearer. The resonator produces the disembodied sounds as if they were right in front of you. A voice whispers, "What do you reckon it's here for?" Another voice hisses, "Quiet, damn you. It can hear you. We'll have to find a way around." Okay, searching for a different one. We're getting nothing. A different one. An old man's voice, somehow familiar. "Look, you see that? Roberto is not limited to gold. The principle itself scales to greater heights depending on your tools. When flux is integrated into the process instead of being the endpoint, what pathways could that open up? And what could we add? And what if we add blood to the mix? It's not just any blood, of course. My own wretched blood. Search for more from the old alchemist." Aren't you listening? I said there are too many missing. Sure, we were dying like mayflies, and mind you, some things are a bit hazy for me towards the end, but even so, they can't have all perished, and they can't have all turned. I cannot be the only one. But where are they? That's what it always comes back to. No, they hardly know anything. Of course it pains me to see them suffer. They're like little lost children huddled in their homes. But it's for the best. It's all for the best. We had all the knowledge in the world, and worlds beyond. And what good did it do us? No, best leave them to it. Let them think of me as some mad old sorcerer, and leave me in peace. Forgive my ramblings. I had lost hope, honestly. It became nothing more than a goal to chase, to keep me sane over all these years. But here we are, and here you all are, somewhere out there. The world has changed, but if the archives still stand, and you're hearing this message, well, you must already know this. Come find me, my friends. There's much to discuss. Whoa. So the guy that built all this is still out there? Whoa, okay. So I had heard that in future updates, there would be more dungeons like this. And to me, that's kind of what it points to. But that's cool. That's some interesting lore. All right, well, I didn't expect to be getting lore from this thing, actually, but let's go. So now we have search for something old. So let's try that. A confident voice speaks. Oh, that's right, you're new here. Well, it's not as complicated as it seems. You see, all sounds are remembered, even this conversation now. Like memories in your head, they bounce around within the chamber. Only our memory is flawed and fails with time. In the chamber, these sounds will never fade, and the scribes like yourself can listen in and write what they hear. In this way, we have codified all of history to be accessed whenever we wish. Understandable, but no, the chamber isn't listening. It's only a receptacle. You see, that little worm in the corner there? It's hearing everything we say, sending it straight to the chamber. A bit unnerving, eh? You get used to it. In desperate times like these, you never know when they might come in handy. Calling for help if something goes wrong, or at the very least helping us find out what happened later. Well, let me clarify. The sound isn't exactly written down on the cylinder. We tried that route, but the sound always got muddled. No, what these cylinders do is provide directions, like a map. They tell the resonator exactly where to find the sound within the chamber, and with that, the resonator synchronizes with the chamber to play the sound as though it were right in front of you. No accounting for any issues with the bell's recording, though. It's an incredible feat, no doubt about that. I'm pleased to have done my part in realizing and maintaining it, though at times it can't help but feel such monumental efforts and resources should have been used elsewhere. Oh, come now. What could be more important, short of the great machine itself? Our libraries are gone, our histories hoarded by notes or left to rot. This is the last greatest repository of knowledge in the world, and one that will be preserved for all posterity. If Fawkes doesn't succeed, if we don't survive this, these archives will stand tall for any who come after. If Fawkes doesn't succeed? Just who do you think will be left to find it if we fail? Yeah? Well, somehow we got here. Or, I mean, me. And I guess the traders? I don't know. Well, we got quite a bit of lore from that, and I didn't really mean to. Honestly, I thought it was really just a record player. Some of the tuning cylinders that I've gotten seem to just be music, honestly. Yep, there it is. I'm kind of a dunce. This is directly above the tunnel that leads into the library. There's our resonator down there, and this is going to take us across this pile of rubble that we could not get across in the first place. That forced us to drop down into the maintenance area. All right, well, there we go. Now it's time to go home, unload, and I guess come on back. Although it still doesn't really answer the question of, what's that? Well, there we go. I think that probably was the big boss fight. I think that was definitely a boss. Is it the only one? I think, but I don't know. I don't think that there's anywhere else to go except down into the very bottom. But I also don't think that there's any way to get back either. So I'm not sure. I think I've done it. Well, I didn't get anything that was particularly useful from all those lore books. They were interesting to read, but they were really just stories about the old land, and it doesn't really seem to have much to do with the archives itself. Now, I've been thinking a little bit about what more to do. First, I think I need to do just a little bit of research and figure out if there's more in the archives, and maybe come back with another episode for that. Secondly, I was thinking about whether I really wanted to go back and get all those lore books. I want all the lore, yes, but I mean, look at this. I've already got 4 double chests of stuff to try to take back, and I can't carry all this as it is. So what am I going to do with a whole bunch of lore books? So I think I'm going to go to the library and find all the lore books, put them into my journal, and then leave them there. I don't know. I want the lore, but I don't really see much value in actually carrying the books with me. You know what I mean? You know, now that I think about it, I think we need to do a little bit more research into these teleporters that we encountered, you know? I feel like there's more to be had there. And I want to start with the survival guide, right? Because these things, well, this has everything that we want to know about, right? All right, a quick perusal of all of these teleporters seems like that there's really 2 main pieces. The terminus teleporter and the base return teleporter. I'm guessing that the terminus teleporter starts it and the base return returns it. These things are all craftable. They need a number of Jonas parts and copper-nickel, which I don't think I can make because that needs nickel and copper, which I don't have. But yeah, these things all take these Jonas parts of various kinds. And while I did get a number of these Jonas parts, I don't have any idea if I have enough. And I don't know how to make them work. If I could set up a teleporter between here and the base, wow, that would be amazing. Then I really could clean out the archive. But for now, I kind of don't want to, you know? So it looks like it's the wiki for me if I'm going to figure out this teleporting stuff. Or, well, maybe back to the library and I can learn something about them from all the books, maybe? That's entirely possible. But I think for right now, I'm going to wrap this episode up. It was certainly very, very exciting with that boss fight. It was close, almost too close, because I wasn't prepared, because I didn't know what was in there. I didn't take all of my spears. I didn't take the alcohol that I worked so hard to make the good bandages. I didn't take my extra linens because I didn't know what I was getting into. And, you know, that's fine. That's what I want. I don't want to know everything there is about it, but I did not feel comfortable about dropping into that hole. And, well, that was for good reason, clearly, because that was a one-way trip that was not easy to do, which is exactly what I predicted. But I feel really good about having made it. Yeah, I used all my bandages. Yeah, I didn't do a great job with it, but I made it. I survived. And I didn't die. I haven't died at all this playthrough. So from the very beginning to assumedly completing the archives here, I haven't died. And I am super, super proud of that. So I appreciate all the support. I appreciate everybody that leaves comments. And I think we'll pick up probably here in the next episode. If there's a next episode, I'll be honest, I don't know if there is going to be an episode because I don't know where I'm going with this series. I feel like I've reached the end. But maybe there's more, and maybe I just need to do some more exploring. So leave me a comment down below. If you happen to know, just say, there's more. Get your butt back in there, buddy. All right, well, for now, though, I will say goodbye, and remember, be excellent to each other. I'm out.